What's up, everybody? My name is Game Over, and welcome back to the next episode of Tales of Algerath. I'm your humble dungeon master, and with me, as always, is my lovely adventurers. Say hello.
Servus.
Hello there.
Fangbrew says sup. uh,
Hello there.
Limpton T will not be joining us in this session, and Digger will not, but Digger will be joining us next session, and I don't know if Limpton T will be joining us next session. But that's something to look forward to. At the moment, we'll just say that they're both on the ship in the D&D campaign world thing. So how are you guys doing today?
Fine.
Good.
I am doing great.
Nice. Are you guys ready to jump back into the world of once was?
Ben is doing okay. Sure. Let's start.
Alright. Can everybody please make their way into the campaign room? Okay. So last time on Tales of the Algerath, you guys went walking around the Kingdom of Technology. You picked up a couple of books in the place that was absolutely destroyed by Leroy's explosion. You went to the sages, asked them a couple of questions. Then you guys participated in a race against each other to see who could keep moving or at least not die. And guess what? No one won.
We all got blown up.
You all got blown up. It was all over. And you went back to the boat, which is now completely finished and ready for you guys to set out. But you decided to have lunch.
Yep.
And that's pretty much everything that's happened.
Can I ask, how good is a 29 on my creation of the best condiment in the world?
Okay. Let's see.
It's pinned.
I'm in the wrong chat.
While Game Over is looking that up, I'm making us a nice lunch with chicken, rice, and some veggies.
I brought my favorite bag of chips, banana chips.
Mmm. And cookies for dessert.
Alright, so when you say condiment, what do you mean?
Something like ketchup, mayo, something like
So you
that.
got 19. So you got 19. Yeah, this will be good enough. You make a amazing ketchup.
I'm gonna make Mino some ranch.
Okay, Mino, while you are having lunch and cooking lunch, you find something new in your inventory, which you are kind of surprised that something like this would be in your inventory. You find a adult's book.
Pardon me, what?
You
Whoa.
find a perverted adult's book in your inventory.
Why? Oh! Bang!
I love how you immediately went to Fang Pro.
Bang feels high.
So the D&D group can't hear me at the moment. The reason why she has a perverted adults book in her inventory
Nice try
is
to
because in the
sneak a
last
pepper
episode,
in
Fang
this
Fu did a
meal.
sneak to sneak that book into her
A
inventory.
hot
So now
pepper.
that's there.
Hey Mino, why not some laxatives? He will
Sorry,
be
I was
feeling
just
that for
I was
the
just
next 3
explaining to
hours.
I was just explaining to the viewers why Mino has a adults book in her bag.
Wasn't me.
I know what happened because I'm the dungeon master.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was that sleight of hand check from last time.
Okay. So we'll say that you guys having lunch was a long rest. So you all got a long rest. Uh,
Yeah.
so you guys get healed and you get all your spell slots back. It's great. Um, af- After you guys have lunch, what do you guys want to do? I mean, you have the boat to go up to the floating kingdom. Where do you want to go?
Think we're in the process of moving to the Flying Kingdom. We were just, okay, we want to finish lunch and then go, if I remember correctly.
Can I look for a messenger bird? Or bird to send a message?
Okay, you don't even need to roll perception for that. There are birds flying in the sky.
I'd like to use a messenger bird to send a report.
How are you going to get these birds to A, come down for you to give them the message, and B, make them send the message? These are wild birds.
So, I got rope. I can make a lasso.
Okay, I actually need to explain this. You can't go outside, grab a random pigeon, pass it a piece of paper, and then throw it and expect it to go to the person. You can definitely get one of these birds and you can give it your message. However, if you throw it up in the air, chances are it will go to wherever it was going to go before instead of to where you want it to go. What do you want, Molly? Molly wants attention.
You know what? I'm gonna do something very stupid.
Molly's not going to stop meowing.
I'm gonna do something super stupid that you might not know what I'm gonna. You're gonna say it's stupid.
Okay.
I'm gonna seduce the bird.
You're right. That is stupid. Okay, first
What
of
do
all,
I
you need to
roll?
catch the bird. So, I'll say roll to hit because you're trying to lasso a bird with a rope.
With what? What do I do to hit with my highest?
You're using rope.
Yes. So
Rope.
just unarmed attack.
Rope, yeah, on unarmored attack. It will count as an unarmored attack. I'm pretty sure rope is an actual weapon in D&D.
Nat 20.
Okay. Leroy, how do you get this bird?
I'm just gonna be swinging my rope like a cowboy, and then as the rope starts flying, you just suddenly feel slow motion just peer. And at the top of your head, you see EXP plus 2% rope.
As the rope goes out, it gets something.
Rope, I pull it back.
Roll strength. You do manage to pull this thing in, and you don't look at what it is until it's already too late and it's hovering above the boat. You guys now have a griffin flying above the boat.
I'm gonna tame it. I'm taming that
Roll animal handling.
with artificer.
I have zero clue how you managed to call it Fang Pru, but you definitely called me
I
something
got
a
a
griffin.
24.
You got a 24?
Yep, I got a dirty 19.
How do you tame this griffin?
I just look at it with piercing blue eyes and just say, "Prrr."
It tries to replicate the sound you just made, but ends up being sort of a mix between yodeling and gurgling. You can tell that it's friendly towards you.
Can I ask you if I can send a message with it?
It nods.
Okay, I get a piece of paper and start writing the report on what has happened. Well, my trip to Algerath and the information I've gotten about Berlin. And I send it back to the person who employed me, or the government.
Okay. The griffin turns its head. Roll insight.
By the way, Mino gives Leroy a piece of raw chicken in his hand. There. Positive reinforcement.
Fang Pru, you walk towards where you hear the sound, and you see a massive griffin standing in front of Leroy. With an insight check of 10, Leroy, you can tell that it doesn't know where it's going. You've told it who to send this to, but it doesn't know where they are. It needs directions.
Well, can I try telling, the exact directions to go to?
I just need to check to see what kind of role that would be. I just need to... Okay, so we have...
Can I assist him? Can I assist him since I technically can speech of beast and leaf so that the
Sure.
griffin would
You can definitely help him.
understand me.
Okay, it's either... It's a nature, history, or intelligence check.
Intelligence.
With advantage. With advantage, and Feng Pru wants to ride the griffin and rolled an animal handling check of natural 20.
Are you flipping? Okay.
17 and...
Alright. Here we go.
And another 17. What the heck?
Okay. Leroy and Mino, as you're explaining to the griffin where exactly it needs to go in order to get the message to who Leroy needs it to get to, Fang Pru jumps on the griffin, and the griffin kind of freaks out for a second, but immediately takes off with Fang Pru on the griffin, and you're just seeing Fang Pru flying the griffin around the ship.
What are you doing?
If you excuse me, I need to. If you excuse me, I need to do animal handling on my cat for a second.
I was gonna say, can I persuade Fang Pru to get off the bird?
And I'm back. Molly's with me.
Can I persuade
Yeah,
Fang
Molly?
Pru to get off the griffin and leave it alone?
You need to role play to Fang Pru and tell him to get off the griffin. There's no actual persuasion thing. You just telling him.
Pru, get off the freaking griffin! It's official business. I need to send a message. Can you for at least once leave it alone?
but you let him fly 5 minutes and
To be
then
fair,
he
I
has to
did.
get off.
To be fair, I am responsible for this because I thought, I'll be smart because he rolled a natural 20. I'll be a smartass and give them a griffin instead of an actual bird. Yeah, that went well.
You could have also given him a giant eagle.
Yes, I could, but I wanted it to be a sort of dangerous situation where he did so well that he managed to pull in a dangerous animal. Up Margit to the Skylands. Oh, are you gonna ride the griffin to uh, the Flying Kingdom? Okay, cool. Fangpru's already making his way to the kingdom.
Hey, Leroy, I guess we're just us two trying to fly a giant ship. Guidance.
We should have not let him become the captain. We shouldn't have.
Oh yeah, Fangpru's the captain! Looks like there's no bonuses for you. You will fly next to the ship. Okay, well, fair enough. Um, you do you guys want Mino, Leroy, do you want to start flying towards the
I guess.
Sure.
Alright. So with Mino going back to the wheel because he's the only one with the possible strength and strength to hold the wheel as shown from before, and Leroy kind of getting the sails and all of the stuff around the ship ready to actually set into the sky. You know, like raising the anchor that's not even submerged in water, just on the ground. Undoing the knots that hold the sails up and all that sort of stuff. After a while, Mino pulls the lever located right to the right of the wheel, and the sails turn upward, and immediately you have liftoff. You immediately start ascending into the sky. After about 15 minutes, you guys are about as high as you can go in the sky. The clouds around you are sort of orangey white, as the sky is actually complete orange, sort of signaling that it's almost like it's almost nighttime. The sun's just setting. Fang Pru kind of flying on his griffin next to the ship. Um, After about 20 minutes worth of sailing, you guys can see in front of you the Flying Kingdom. Uh, wi- Here comes the question. Which one of you guys believe in heaven? Like, for your characters, in-game characters, do they believe in heaven or not?
Not here.
No? Uh,
I I think Mino would,
Mina would? Okay.
He is a
Fangpru?
light bag.
at least in some form of afterlife.
Leroy sort of believe after having an encounter with Nimble's deity, but not much.
By the way, is David sitting on somewhere or
Yes, David is still
flying?
sitting on your shoulder.
Hi, David.
He is the crow version of a parrot for you pirates.
I give him a scratch.
He you know the dove noise? The kuru thing? He makes that noise, which is weird because he's a crow. Fang believe that people, when they die, they get purred at or rewarded after death. Okay, so I guess no, he doesn't believe in heaven. Um, so this is probably just for Mino. Mino, you look upon this city, it doesn't look man-made, and you can literally feel this holy energy radiating off of it. This, from head to toe, looks exactly as you would imagine heaven should be. Leroy and Fang Pru, you see a city that has architecture that rivals some of the best buildings ever made by humans or human-like creatures down on the surface. Uh, like if I was to break the fourth wall here and tell you sort of what it looks like sort of ancient Greece, but ancient Greece structures, but yeah, just pure white, some bits of gold around the edges of the pillars. Um, it looks like there's just a bunch of temples, and it literally looks like a paradise. And for your question, Fang
Beautiful.
Pru, can you have the griffin as your familiar?
Didn't I
Uh,
already tame it?
I don't know if I want that.
Didn't I already tame it? I got a 19,
I mean,
remember?
yeah, you did. Leroy did tame it. If anything, it would be his griffin, but Fang Pru did roll animal handling to ride it.
Yeah, just right.
I don't know if
Not
I want
tame.
Fang Pru or Leroy to have a griffin as a
Mm-mm.
familiar.
I'm
No,
mostly
you
gonna
don't.
be using it as a messenger bird or a transport.
Nah, screw it. Sure, you can have it as a familiar. I don't care anymore.
So, Frank Prue, once we reach the kingdom, can you at least get off the griffin? I need to send the message.
If Majit wants
It's
to.
not named Margaret.
Yeah, you called it Margaret.
It's called Hestia. I called it.
Strange question, since I'm not the gender detective, but what gender is the griffin?
I assume it's a female.
Do you want to assume, or do you want to use your special bonus action that I gave you as BS?
Not 20.
Okay. It is a male. It's a male bird.
I'm gonna call it Hestilios.
Steve.
Okay. So just give me a second, because I have a specific monster that I need. Where's my phone? There it is. I went to the
What was
shops, looked at a D&D monster manual for ideas on this area. So I just need to go into my gallery because I took pictures of it.
And I tamed the bird, telling it to send a message.
Goddamn it! Why do I need to take so many damn photos?
We better not be starting that nat 1 counter again. Please, God.
Okay, cool. Yep. I'm pretty sure I have more than that. Okay, nope, I only got one. That's fine. This is a good thing. Sorry, for some weird reason I'm less prepared. Okay.
okay?
Stats. Got it. All right, cool. Um, so as you guys get closer to the city, Mino's eyes lighting up from what he is looking at. Um, as you guys get closer, what do you guys want to do exactly?
Fully land the ship somewhere
You can
safe.
you can essentially land the ship anywhere around the outer area. Yes, Fang Pru?
I'm a roping Fang Crew with my rope skills.
You gonna rope in Fang Pru?
Yep.
The Nat 1. Uh, I've got a new ride. No
Oh yeah.
man, up the mountain. Yes,
Now,
you
not
fly.
one was to tell Mr. Cuddles and to freaking use a spell to knock him off. But
Oh.
apparently it failed.
So what spell exactly were you trying to use?
Dissonant Whispers.
All right. Well, yeah, it pretty much fails. Yeah, pretty much fails miserably. Um, I really don't know how to play this up. So you're trying to rope in, Fang Pru.
Yep.
Okay, you're not trying to specifically, like, you're not trying to get Fang Pru. You're trying to rope in the Griffin. You're not actually trying to get Fang Pru and pull him off the Griffin. Are you trying to pull in the Griffin or pull Fang Pru off of him?
Because I literally don't trust Frank Crew flying a griffin.
So you're going to try and
Last
pull
time I
Fang
saw
Pru
him,
off. So you try and pull Fang Pru off the Griffin.
I'm trying to pull in the griffin because last time I remember Frank
Oh,
Crew
okay.
doing
Well then,
something
yeah,
like
you
that.
get the Griffin.
It wasn't nice.
Then yeah, you get the Griffin. You managed to pull in. Roll strength to pull the Griffin in. Fang Pru. The reason why I'm saying, oh, you can. Fang Pru cuts the rope. Yeah. So Leroy, you now have a rope that's been cut in. Like a third of it has been cut.
Can I persuade him? Like, roll the check?
You have to. The way I play D&D is that you don't roll to persuade players. You actually have to persuade them in roleplay thing. So if you want to try and persuade them, go ahead. It all depends on whether Fang Pru will actually pay attention.
And Prue says, "You forgot I can cut stuff."
So Mino,
Of course.
you want to land, correct?
Yes.
So do you just want to land anywhere? Because you can basically land on the outskirts of anywhere in this kingdom, but you can choose it precisely where you land.
Wait, I have a warm potion, right?
You have a what potion?
Warm potion to turn him into a worm.
Yes. For 15 seconds.
And Prue will just enjoy flying and not listening. And Mino will, you said there are buildings.
Yes.
I will look for a spot a bit. I don't want to land in the city, but a bit outside.
Okay.
So if
The whole entire floating kingdom is the city, but the place that has the least amount of buildings is on the sort of, like, if you're looking at it from where you are, on the northeast side of the kingdom, from where you're looking, there seems to be less buildings there.
okay, I guess.
Can I make the potion to a splash potion?
You would need a material that, like, technically what you're holding now is a splash potion. You could throw it at someone, and if the bottle broke, then it would do the thing, but if you wanted to make an actual splash potion that would guarantee it breaking on any surface, you would need a material that actually does that thing.
Can throwing the potion and shooting it as well cost
Yes,
it?
that would work. However, you would need
I do
to.
that.
However, you would need to roll to throw it at the person, and then roll to hit the bottle. I will go ahead.
Can
Game
you
over. You
just-
said it was drink only. Basically, the way potions work is that when it enters the body, that is when the effects are activated. And a potion landing on someone won't activate until it is absorbed into their skin. Then it's technically in the body, so it would activate its effect. That's how I see potions.
Can you help me land that ship before we plummet to our death? Please?
So you guys make your way over to the northeast side of the kingdom. You land the ship. I'll let you guys decide what you want to do to stop the ship from flying away, because there is no land below you for several hundred meters for you
I
to
got
lower the
spiderweb.
anchor.
I got spiderweb. I can connect the boat to the port.
Okay. So you connect the boat to the port. The
Yep.
spider web seems pretty much unbreakable. Leave Fang Pru, what do you want to do with the griffin as you're landing?
I'm still gonna send that message. Not climb. I said web.
We'll also put the anchor on a rock, something, and tie the ship to the ground.
Okay. Roll me a strength because the anchor is pretty heavy.
16.
Okay. You manage to pick up the anchor and sort of bring it onto the actual land. And do you just want to like drop it on the land, or do you want to tie it around something, or what do you want to do?
Is there something like a tree, like a pillar, a big
There
rock?
are
I
plenty of
can watch it.
There are plenty of pillars around holding up buildings.
Okay.
Must be really great having your captain right now.
You tie the anchor around the one of the many pillars,
Yeah.
and there you go. Your ship is now successfully uh, like stuck to port. Um, I'm still waiting for Fang Pru to tell me what he's going to do with his griffin. I will land it on the ship, look out the very high pot, then jump. Uh, don't leave Margaret, 19 animal handling. So are you trying to get Margaret to follow you? I don't understand. Are you planning on leaving Margaret on the ship, or Margaret follows you? To stay on the ship. Okay. Margaret sits, like literally puts arse to the ground, sits on the ship. Uh, as you jump off the ship and you join your fellow teammates. Um,
Um,
yes?
I go up to the bird and give it my message.
Alright, cool. And it now has the directions, so it immediately flies off and it is gone. It will be back, but it's gone for now. Um,
I hope we
so
get
you
some
guys
luck.
now look around at the city around you. Uh, basically, just
Are there
it looks like a normal kingdom, apart from the fact that it looks like I said, it looks like ancient Greece. So these are sort of buildings that you people that are from Algerath are not used to. You're not used to seeing this sort of scenery. Again, Mino, this looks like heaven to you. This looks like a paradise.
So, Mino, you seem like the religious type. Does this
Wait,
kingdom
game over,
show any
explain.
significance to it?
You did tell him to stay on the ship. However, I'm also bringing into account that you're not the only one that rolled animal handling on him. Leroy rolled animal handling on him first. So what I'm taking it as is that the Griffin will obey what Leroy and Fang Pru say. You can tell him to stay put. However, Leroy originally wanted to send a message to a place, so I can't really ignore that. Um, the Griffin will be back. He isn't like gone forever, but for now I have to give Leroy what he wants because originally this is what he was trying to do before you rodeoed the griffin and went off to God knows where. Um, so yeah, sorry for interrupting you, Leroy. Continue.
So, Mino, you seem very religious. Does this kingdom have any significance to you?
It it looks like a dream. I've never seen such buildings.
Hmm.
It's not favoritism. Hey, I gave you the griffin. I let you have the griffin. I could have said that you fell off the griffin. You'll get your griffin back. I just need Fang Pru to also get what he... I just also need Leroy to get what he needs.
Darling, you're already overpowered.
Exactly. You don't necessarily need a griffin.
Are there people around?
This place looks completely abandoned. There is not a single soul walking about.
Bank crew. Can you sense anybody around? And I try to look around if I can actually see Frank Crew, because I know he has a habit of sneaking off.
You can see Fang Pru. He hasn't tried to sneak yet.
Hmm.
First, do I possess not from for Algerath? How does the place feel? Basically, you're sort of getting the same feeling as Mino, that this looks literally like a paradise, and if heaven did exist, this would probably be it. Um, yeah, the place just looks absolutely beautiful. Mino, because you're the only one that's connected to this sort of magic, you are the only one that can feel the holy power resonating from this area.
Mm. Do you guys feel that?
Nope. Completely oblivious.
Second, find familiar. Okay. Your familiar has gone off. He has left Algerath. He will be back. He's not gone forever. He's just left Algerath to go and do what Leroy needs.
I hope they give us some backup. Oh, he doesn't mean the griffin, he said.
Alright, what do you mean?
The spell.
Yeah, you want a totally new familiar, if I get that right.
Oh, so he wants to find another familiar. Keep in mind, when I say that this is a ghost town, I literally mean that there is no life here. There's no animals. There's no birds. There's no people. This literally looks like it packed up an abandoned ship.
Hmm. I have two theories. One, everybody got annihilated and killed. Two, something very, very bad happened and they had to leave home.
Um,
Fang Pro says maybe a heavenly one, since this is heavily.
um,
Yeah, I mean,
there's
now
no,
that you mention it.
okay. You
Sorry.
you can't find a single familiar, Fang Brew. It literally feels like there is no life here. You try to find a familiar and you fail miserably. Not because you are bad at finding familiars, but just because there is no familiar to be found. There is no heavenly familiars.
I mean, now that you mention it, Leroy, this place feels nice and heavenly, but not even having a single bird around. Creepy.
There is one, as with most of the kingdoms that you visited, there is one center spire sort of thing, except this one is much less a tower and more so just a spiral of columns and buildings formed into one, just continuing going up into the heavens. Like, this building is so high up that you can't see the top of it. It just keeps going up.
I remember reading once there was a goddess called Hestia, I believe. She was the goddess of the hearth. It's quite surprising that it's still here, but there's no one around it.
What is here? What do you mean?
So,
Well, every hearth
Fangpru wants to
is.
sneak.
Well,
Leroy, you remember something that you were told? Sorry, I'm remembering stuff that I told you guys that I need to get out now. Roll sneak. Yes, you do need to roll. Leroy, you remember that the sages and pretty much any sort of book that you read about these ancient artifacts, they all said that each artifact of each kingdom is underneath the kingdoms. However, if there is an artifact here, you can't go under the kingdom, because under the kingdom is a 1,000,000-foot drop to death.
Well, this place looks important.
You are
There should be
successfully
someone
sneaking,
here.
Fangpru. Please DM me any messages that you want to do. Because you've officially beaten their passive perception.
Well, there's always usually someone taking care of a hearth, no matter what. And there must be an artifact here, unless Ferlin got to it first.
Maybe it's even the
Okay,
reason
Fangpru,
why
I
this
got it.
place is. Maybe that maybe the artifact is even a reason why this city, this kingdom, is afloat.
Well, we did remember the Kingdom of Freedom, what happened when they took that artifact.
Yeah, the harp. So I guess we're climbing the tower. I mean,
Okay.
I would prefer taking the stairs.
You walk towards the tower. After a while of traveling towards the tower, you see the first sign of movement. You see what looks like a knight to begin with. But as you get closer, you don't see any skin. You don't see any body parts. You only see the armor. It looks towards you. You can see its burning yellow eyes. It
You
looks
might want to
away.
get ready for combat.
It looks away. Walks towards a building, and leaves your line of sight.
Could be a guard.
Shall we follow? Shall we continue? Fangpru, where are you again?
You can't see Fangpru anywhere around you. You
Can I look for
guys,
him?
you guys walk towards where you saw that guy, but when you get around the corner, he's gone. Completely vanished.
Can I look if there was any struggle or any clues left behind by previous people?
Sure, roll investigation.
28.
You do not see anything that would hint that people used to live here. The only thing that catches your eye is that every now and then you will see a couple of blue sort of specks. I don't want to say sparkles. Basically, it's like if you looked up at the night sky and you saw the stars. It's like blue stars are kind of just floating around this place aimlessly. They don't seem to have a purpose. They're just floating.
I tried to tell Mino what I found and try and see if he understands what this means.
Wait, so they're blue sparkles everywhere?
Mino, when these sparkles get near to you, you feel really good. Like specifically you. These sparkles seem to be radiating with positive vibes. Basically,
Ooh.
it feels like these sparkles are just pure good. As if these are many of the good people of the world all here.
Can I touch it?
Uh, you touch one of the sparkles, and all of a sudden, Leroy, you see Mino pass out. Mino, what's traveling through your mind is a bunch of scenarios that you don't remember you ever having. You remember all of a sudden a farm. You remember your parents dying, which was sad, but you tended to their funeral and all that. You remember having a child who you named Jeffrey. You remember having a wife, and you remember that same farm, same wife, and same child were all attacked by bandits, and the whole entire farm was set on fire, and you died protecting them. You also remember that you were human. You wake up. You now open your eyes.
Strange.
So, what did
Yeah.
you see?
It was like a different life. Like I was human. I had a wife and child who lived on the farm.
That seems interesting. Is there still any orbs left?
There are hundreds. They're all just floating around the city aimlessly. That same spark that Mino touched is now behind you, like going off down the street somewhere.
Can I see anyone that, any of the images that might relate, show a picture or anything that I might know?
Basically, what seems to have happened was that these specks of sort of sparkles and all that, they only show you the memory once you touch them. There has to be a direct connection to them, otherwise.
They seem to be mostly the happiest memories.
I feel the force for the right one.
Give me a second. I need to hear Fang Pru's response to something.
No, that's scary.
Trust me, if he does something, you guys will know. There we go. If they are not moving, yes. If they are, I will try to speak with them. Okay. I'll say that after Fang Pru did what he did, about 5 minutes have passed. Mino, Leroy, you hear the sound of shouting and what seems to be metal clanging together.
Well, I guess we run to the shouting.
So you guys run towards the place.
Oh no, I'm gonna use the force to see the most familiar orb.
I'll say that you can't do that because none of these are familiar.
Nope, I just touch a random one.
Okay. You touch a random star, and Mino, Leroy passes out. Leroy,
And catch him.
while your eyes are closed, you see. You remember that you were a female. You remember that your name was Jessica. You remember that you were basically a priest in a holy church somewhere away from Algerath. You were told of a place that was completely dangerous beyond any compare and went there. You ended up in Algerath. You tended to people's wounds. You prayed for them every single day to hope that they're safe, that they're warm, that they have everything that they could need. Um, and after, and that's basically how you spent your life. You spent your entire life worrying about the needs of other people after never worrying about yourself. And you were like that till your final moments. Your eyes open.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I just noticed something very familiar with that last one.
What do you mean?
It seems that me and that previous memory have the same characteristics. Seems that humans never change.
You guys can still hear the sound of yelling and metal clanging, by the way.
I'm still holding Leroy, so I just pick him up and keep running.
Okay. After about 15 minutes of running, you find Fang Pru
Ooh,
surrounded
can I use my...
surrounded by a bunch of what seems to be humans, except their skin is more green, and they
Um,
have heavenly wings kind of
can
spurt
can I
out of
use
them.
can I use my background to see the laws of this place?
There doesn't seem to be any laws. You've never known that this place even existed. Um,
Interesting.
What happened?
Fang Pru, you are now not in sneak. You are now non-sneak mode. They can all see you. And before Fang Pru takes the disengage action, can everybody please roll initiative?
What did you do? Katie.
18 from Mino.
Nothing. I tried to speak with them.
Okay, we're
Says
gonna
Fang Pru.
rewind a couple of minutes. Fang Pru,
12.
when you tried to speak with one of the uh, angels, um, they immediately turned around and yelled at you. State your name. Full name. As you
I
say your
am Fang Pru.
as you say your name, uh, they immediately take out their swords, point them at you, and say, "You are an intruder. Intruders must be punished. The punishment for intrusion upon this sacred ground is death."
Don't know.
Harsh as it may be, we do not make the same mistake twice. Now, die! As he goes to attack you. And that's when Mino and Leroy come in. Fang Pru, what's your initiative? Because so far I've got Leroy's and Mino's. Mino, your armor class is 13, correct?
Everything. Yeah.
Leroy's is 19, if I remember.
12. Oh yeah, 19. 19.
And then a 20 for Fang Pru. He's at the top of the initiative, as always.
So it's Fang Pro, Mino, then me.
Fang Pru with 20, and his armor class is 19, if I remember correctly. So now I will roll for the angels. I'm putting quotation marks in front of their names. Natural 20.
Use the bad dice.
I'm going to use my other dice. The next angel, I'm going to use my other dice. 3. And last one is a natural 1. Before that, about Fang.
I think he said something about they won't redo their mistake or something like that.
Yeah, they said, we do not make the same mistake twice. No, after that. So, he basically went to attack Fang Pro.
I was almost gonna say, I'm gonna use my rope skills to get him.
You said something the DM bought the NPCs. I'm sorry, that sentence made no sense. Oh, you said something... Oh, okay, I got it. I told you guys to roll initiative. Then I said, now I'm gonna roll for the angels. Now, Angel 1 got natural 20, and it just went from there. If I said anything else, I'm sorry, I don't remember. AC, I think. Oh, I was your armor class is 19, correct? I was asking everybody if I was getting it correct about everybody's armor class. Mino's is 13, Leroy's is 19, and yours is 19 as well. 19, and I can get it higher. Okay, let me know if you hire it anymore.
Same here.
So at the top of the initiative is Angel 1. So he will immediately look and see Mino and Leroy and say, "More intruders. I bet they're with this one."
Can I look at are they wearing a cloak?
They are wearing a white sort of loincloth over them.
Oh, I'm gonna change my cloak to look like theirs.
Okay. After you do that, the angel will actually take its move and say, "I got dibs on the minotaur," and he's going to run towards Mino, and he is going to. Eh. Skills for 7.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay.
Warding flare.
Okay.
Wait, what?
He has disadvantage, but he is going to attack you with a greatsword.
The heck did he get a great sword from?
My throat. My gosh. That's a 22 to hit for the first roll.
Yeah. With
And a
disadvantage.
natural 1. He swings his sword. Mino kind of steps backwards 1 step, and he just starts spinning. And he keeps spinning just like a tidal wave. He ends up going out of control. Can everybody please make a dexterity saving throw?
Fang asks if he ran past him. And my dex is 17.
He
I
did
got a
not run
21.
past you. The thing was, you were surrounded by them all, so he ran away from you.
Wait, is he out of my range again? Since
No, he was running towards you and Mino.
yeah, but then he missed me, and then started spinning.
Mino's carrying you.
Oh
Alright, so dexterity 17, you succeed. 28, you succeed. You two do not get hit by the out of control spinning thing. However, he did end up hitting his 2 buddies.
Hmm.
So all of a sudden, his 2 buddies just get clocked in the face by his great sword, and they will take 1, 2, 6, 9, 5, 5, 6, 9, 14 plus 7, 21. They will take 21 points of damage.
now that's a ton of damage.
Next is Fang Pru. They are now all clumped together. Like, there is 3. They're both around each other. They're all around each other.
And he left.
Okay. We'll skip Fang Pru for a second. Mino, it's your turn.
I shout, we seek no fight, but we will defend ourselves. And I cast, first of all, I let Leroy down. Cast Bless, first level, so it's 3 creatures, so everyone gets a d4.
Okay.
And then I use my spiritual weapon on 3rd level. And can I hold my action until I get attacked again? I just want to.
Okay.
Just as if you attack me, I will defend myself. And
All
also,
right,
by the way,
understood.
I imagined Mino's warding flame, like how when you have wearing a watch and you can reflect sunlight in someone's face, and that's basically Mino's necklace is reflecting the sunlight into their faces.
All right. So Fang Pru, if you're back, it is your move.
I was gonna do the good old Spider-Man thing.
While Fang Pru is doing his move, Leroy, do you want to tell me what your move's gonna be?
I'm gonna cast Spiderweb to restrain. Since all of them are clumped together, I'm gonna restrain them to the ground
Okay.
with Spiderweb.
You can definitely do that, yes. Fang Pru, they are all in front of you now. dexterity saving throw.
Of 17.
Two of them succeed. One of them
Oh
fails.
no, that's during their turn. That's during their turn.
Oh, okay, during their turn. Alright, got it. Cool.
Yep. And I use my action to give Master of Tactics to Fang Pro.
Alright, cool.
Don't forget you get a D4 to every attacks and saving throws since all of you are blessed.
Alright. Roll to hit. I'll say... Roll 3 d20s to try and hit them all.
D4.
First one, 27. That is a hit. That's a hit.
Oh yeah, don't forget he has advantage.
Oh yeah, advantage because massive tactics plus a D4 because of bless.
Okay, so all three of them hit.
Let's check. Yep.
Does the web count as a spell, Leroy?
Yep.
Alright, cool. Just needed to know. And I just realized that these angels can actually make 2 attacks. I stuffed that one up a bit.
Thank God you forgot.
Please roll damage, Fangpru. And while Fangpru is rolling damage, I'm going to take the angel's turn. So now it's Angel 2. Angel 2 is going to attack Fangpru. However, before he does so, he is going to use detect good, evil, and good. Can you guys please tell me what your alignment is?
I think it's chaotic good.
Chaotic good.
Lawful good, neutral good, something in that direction.
And Fangpru, what is your alignment? 12, 10, and 15. Okay.
Neutral good.
Neutral good. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm chaotic neutral.
The angel can feel that you guys aren't necessarily evil. You're all from different stages on the spectrum. So one of the angels say, I can feel that you do not have ill will against us. So I will tell you this now. Leave, or we will continue our attack.
We do not want any trouble, but we have reason to believe that your kingdom and maybe its relic might be in danger.
You are not lying. I can feel it. If what you
Yes,
say is true, then we will deal with it ourselves. We do not need help from outsiders. Go back to where you came.
I understand, but
Fang Pru begins to leave.
just so I slowly back off. I don't want to give them reason to attack me. I just want you to know other kingdoms have tried to defend themselves, and they failed, and they lost their relics.
We will take this
We
into
try-
account.
We are just trying here to help.
They begin to put their weapons away. Leave now. The rules are strict. No outsiders.
Leroy?
Are you guys going to leave?
I'm not sure. That's why I'm... Leroy, are you there? Do you want to leave or not? I can't hear you.
Sure.
Mino, you hear Fang Pru whisper, Mino, go, I have a plan.
I guess we're going back to the ship.
Alright, you guys begin making your way to the ship. The angels take flight and immediately disperse. Fang Pru, what are you doing?
I'm scared.
Oh, I gotta go.
Leroy is awake.
And I gotta go. I think I will be back. I think.
Alright.
Why? Oh no.
If he has plans, I cannot stop him.
No.
Alright, so I'll say that Leroy just goes back to the ship for now.
He's waiting for his messenger griffin.
He'll be gone for a while. He literally flew out of Algerath, so...
Yeah.
I do not know if I will be back.
I mean, that's fine. You're allowed to leave if you want to. Just know that your character... Oh, he's gone. He won't miss out on much. I'll tell him what he misses, what he missed. Well, the stairs or a bust want to go the old way up. By climbing.
I trust in you and your abilities, but I would prefer stairs, especially since the tower seems to be very high.
Okay. At this moment, you guys hear the sound of growling and rumbling. It's not coming from the city.
Where is it coming from?
You listen out. It sounds like it's coming from below you. underneath the kingdom, as if it's coming from the surface.
Can I carefully peek over the edge and look down? Bangpoo looks down as well.
You two both look over the edge of the boat and are horrified by what you see. As if you were going back, looking at the shadow being you versed in the kingdom of Algerath, you see, as if the underworld itself cracked open, a massive, two-horned, black creature, red eyes piercing through the orange sky that seems to be falling upon night. Except this horned creature, it's not a minotaur. It's not that size. This thing's gigantic. This thing's bigger than anything you have ever seen before. Bigger than whale. Bigger than the tower in the Kingdom of Technology. It just keeps on rising. I shout, "Angels, I think you want to be here." You call out, but it doesn't seem like they respond in any way, as this massive creature slams his hands on the outskirts of the kingdom, raising itself, the head of it looking very much like a minotaur, but the body and the basically everything about it looked like it was ripped straight out of a children's nightmare. As it opens its mouth, black ooze kind of falls out of it, and as the ooze falls onto the ground, you see all of these shadow beings raising out of it, a whole entire army walking towards the kingdom.
Two things. Bangpoo uses Thunderclap, probably to alarm the angels. And is the creature made out of magical darkness?
What do you do? Sorry.
Bangpoo uses Thunderclap, and I was asking if the creature is made out of magical darkness.
It seems to be made out of the exact same thing that the shadow being was made out of.
Then I
Except,
use
except while with the shadow being, it just looked like a complete shadow. This one looks like it's made out of that same black ooze that spewed up, and it looks like there are things moving inside of him. Like you can see what shortly resembles faces as they move around the body of this creature. You use Thunderclap. This creature is not near you guys. It's very much far away.
I think Bangpoo just wants to alarm the angels, like, guys, keep attention, there is something.
Okay.
Okay, that's not...
At this
Wait,
moment,
how far away is it?
specifically from the tower, you guys can see hundreds of the angels that you are fighting going towards the creature, and some of them going towards the army below. But at that moment, you see yet another of those minotaur devil things, whatever they are, rising to the kingdom. And then you see another one. So now there's 3 of them. You can see that they begin to pick up rubble. You can see that they end up picking up rubble, and they end up throwing it into the kingdom as if they were catapults. The kingdom is getting destroyed.
Crap. How far away are they?
They are pretty far away. Like, where you guys landed on the northeast side, the very first one of those Minotaur devil things, it landed on the east side, and then there was another one on the west side and another one on the south. So they're far away, but the one that first arrived isn't that far away. That like you can end up running to him and you'll get to him in about probably like 15 to 25 minutes.
Hey, I'm just checking my option.
Fang Pru, I am paying attention to what you're doing on the ship. I'm taking it into account.
Okay, I run with Fang Pru to the ship.
All right. You guys are now on the ship. While Fang Pru is doing all of his stuff to get the ship ready to set sail.
I pick up the anchor and throw it back on the ship.
All right. By the time that you guys finish preparing the ship to set sail, you can see the shadow beings kind of walking towards your ship. There's not 3. There's not 7. It looks like there's 50 of them.
I cast Wall of Fire.
Okay. Do you just want to put it directly in front of the ship, or do you want to move it forward a little bit?
Yeah, in front of them, so they get damage.
Okay. You put it in front of them. Roll damage for the shadow beings.
Wall of Fire.
Once I say go, start the flying. Okay. I was just making sure I understood what Fangfur was doing.
8. Give me a second. Well, 30.
Okay. They will all take 30 damage, so I'll take that into account.
They need to make a dex, and if they succeed, they only take half damage.
I'm doing it as a group. I'm too lazy to do 50 rolls. Okay, they all fail.
Okay.
So
So everyone takes 30.
So, Fang Pru, the ship is fully ready to set sail. The ship is fully ready to set sail.
Okay. Pull the
Mino,
lever.
you are on the ship. Fang Pru says go.
Pull the lever, Mino.
Okay.
Yes, I pull the lever.
You immediately pull the lever. The sail immediately flips upward, and you begin to ascend. Fang Pru, mind telling me where you are exactly? Because I want to know if you were on the ship or if you're on the ground. Okay, you're on the bottom of the ship. Cool. As you ascend up, the ship kind of starts moving forward. And as you guys are flying around the ship, now that you are higher up, you can see what's on top of one of the Devil Minotaur's head. The very first one that appeared, you see on top of his head, is a person who looks like a wizard.
Of course. How far away are they? How far away is the wizard?
Probably like 5 minutes, and your ship would be directly on top of him. Seeing this wizard, and knowing exactly who he is, that could only mean one thing, as you guys think. This kingdom has to have an artifact. Otherwise, he wouldn't be here.
Say, is the wizard in range of in range of 150 feet?
No.
Okay.
I'm only saying it would take you 5 minutes to get there because you guys are flying. He is not within 100 feet.
Okay. I will, Mino says, Fangpru says, Mino, get me closer to the tower, then leave fast. I do exactly that. I fly, I aim for past it, flying
Okay.
to the tower.
You fly
and then
towards the
leaving.
tower, even when you get to the tower still seems to be going up. It still seems to be higher. However, there are windows that you can sort of jump into.
I fly towards one window and jump. Fang Pru jumps into the tower.
Okay. Frankbrew, when you jump into the tower, you see that every single floor seems to be just a room with just stairs going up. This isn't a massive staircase just going up to the top. Each and every single floor is a different room. So there's probably like hundreds of floors in this building. You guys, you can make an assumption that you are probably like almost halfway up the tower. It will take you a while to get to the top.
I will be careful. And I will leave with the ship.
Okay. You fly away from the uh, tower.
Yeah.
I will go in and dash nonstop. Okay. You keep running all the way to the top. I will get to you when you actually reach the top. Mino, what do you want to do with the ship now?
That there is a wizard who needs butt kicking.
You want to fly towards the...
Yeah, I'm not sure if that is a wise idea, but maybe I can distract him.
Okay. You fly towards...
Or pardon me, is there anything of any shadow creatures that are trying to get up the tower or are flying towards the tower or targeting the tower?
The hundreds of millions of shadow beings are all trying to get to the tower. Like, they're all fighting the angels and trying to get to the tower.
Okay. Can the shadow creatures fly or are they land bound?
It seems as though they are land-bound.
Okay, I will cast light barrier on the ground of the tower,
What's the range of it?
Oh wait, yeah. Oh, that's a point. Light barrier. I want to give Vampire time.
Okay.
The range is 90 feet.
You can't reach the ground. You need to go lower. You need to lower the ship.
Give me a second. Oh, Wall of Fire has 120 feet. 120.
Okay. You can cast Wall of Fire.
I cast Wall of Fire on the ground level of the tower, so that the tower. I mean, the tower is basically stone, if so it wouldn't damage the tower. But every creature that gets near the tower gets damage.
Okay. So you placed it on the ground of the tower, so now there's no one near it at the moment, but eventually they will take damage if they keep going forward. At the time that you cast that, you look forward and you see T-Lif on the Devil Minotaur's hand, and the Devil's Minotaur's hand is moving towards the tower.
How far away is he?
He is... He's not less than 120 meters. He's round about probably like 95 feet away.
He's 95 feet away.
Yep, 95 feet.
Give me a second, I need to look up a spell. 95 feet. Okay, how about we make Wizard Toast? I cast Firestorm,
Okay.
which has a range of 150 feet. 7d10 cube of pure fire.
Mina, T-Lif sees the firestorm, looks towards you, and laughs. Then he smashes his staff on the ground, which is the devil minotaur's hand, and says, "Dispel magic."
Uh, question.
He is now
Spiritual
really
weapon.
close to the tower.
Give me a second. I need to look up how long spiritual weapon lasts because I casted it and I didn't dispel it.
You casted it an hour. It lasts for an hour, if I'm correct.
No, 1 minute. But if you allow me it for having it in an hour, I'm not the one to
I'm only going off of
say
what I
no.
remember. If it says otherwise, then we're going by that.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not
So,
making up all the rules.
Bonus action, smack him with spiritual weapon, but only at 2nd level in case he dispels it again.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Mm, 18.
18. You hit him. Roll damage.
Yes. Spiritual weapon is 1d8 plus 5. 10.
Okay.
Can I try to smack him off the hand?
Alright, I'll roll dexterity for him. 6. Okay. You hit him off the hand. I'm just going to check. I will use my long stride 2, so my speed is 105 feet. Do I make it up? Not yet. You're not at the top yet, Fang Pro. And Tila falls off of the devil minotaur's hand and begins to start falling. But then, Mino, your eyes, as you're watching him fall, your eyes begin to go blurry. He becomes very blurry. And then he's just not there. He gets so blurry that he's not there. And he's back on the
teleported.
Minotaur's hand. He's then gonna cast Abyss of Despair. Can you please make a just wait.
I'm still
I
blessed.
need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's cocked. Wisdom. I still need a d4. It's a 4. It's 32.
32?
I'm proficient in wisdom. Plus a
Fudge.
d4.
You don't even
Tila.
feel the pull of despair on you. It's not even a feeling. You barely feel anything from what he just did. Through your eyes, that was the weakest thing you have ever seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck
He
you.
is now directly in front. He's now directly in front of the castle. He
Is
is
it my
going.
turn again? Basically it would be Fang, then mine, then his.
Yeah, but Fang Pro's using all of his turns to get to the top of the castle. He's going to use his bonus action to put his staff on the tower walls, and the tower walls are going to start cracking and just break by themselves, as if a hammer just smashed into the wall, but it was just the staff, and it's broken. Now, Mino, it's your turn.
I What am I option?
This is your last chance to stop Tila from getting to the castle.
Yeah. Uh. mm, I cast a bonus action spiritual weapon again,
Okay. Roll the
and
hit.
try to smack him off again.
Roll to hit.
28.
That hits him.
And that's a 12 damage. And I try to smack him off again.
Okay. I'm gonna roll dexterity for him. He succeeds.
Uh,
So he uses his
Okay,
staff
then
and kind of holds onto the
that's-
edge.
then as my action, I will use harm. Do I get advantage since he's hanging on the edge and
Yes.
can't dodge? Okay. 3 and that's does 22 hit.
22. That misses.
What? No! Oh, wait, get the D4, get the D4.
It hits.
That's a 4. Ha, bless. So he takes 17d6. 14d6, excuse me. 14d6 necrotic damage is 53 damage.
Alright. You see him get blasted with your spell of harm. However, you see him take damage, and then... But the spell... You can still see the spell around him. It kind of just dissipates.
Oh, by the way, my mistake, he needs to make a constitution saving throw.
Okay. He succeeds.
Okay, then he takes half that, but his max HP is reduced by that.
He takes quarter that damage because he is resistant to necrotic.
Of course he is.
He is now going to make a dexterity saving throw to not fall with disadvantage because he's already about to fall. I just rolled 2 natural 20s.
Your dice.
I love my dice. Okay, he succeeds, and he manages to find his footing. One question, how many turns is that? So basically, there has been 3 turns of Mino and T-Lift doing this, so you've spent 3 turns going up to the top of the tower. So that would be like 630 feet that you've ran, and you are about to reach the top of the tower. So Tilif, now finding his footing, he enters the tower, but turns around, stamps his staff, and the cracks in the wall sort of fill themselves back in. So now the broken wall is not there anymore, and Tilif is now in the tower.
Can I fly the ship up, like, so that I'm a few layers above him?
Yes, you can.
Because I know there's a spell in
There is
flying.
one thing that I'm going to do before you do that, though, because now that Tilif is in the building, the Minotaur devil things are now gonna start doing stuff.
Oh dear.
Nah. Okay. One throws a rock at your ship and completely misses. It is like never play baseball, Mr. Dude. Another one is going to throw a rock at the tower and it smashes into it, creating a massive wall, and the tower kind of shakes a bit. Fang Pru can feel it shake, and it kind of begins to tip sideways and then stops. The other one is going to throw a rock directly in the center of the city where the most of the angels and shadow beings are fighting, and it hits directly in there. A lot of angels go flying. They seem very badly bruised. Uh, but the shadow beings, they seem to be destroyed, and then more of them come out of the black ooze that the uh, devil minotaur made. And now it's Mina's turn. So far, DM. So at this moment, like at this very moment, while Mino's getting her turn ready, at this moment, Fang Pru, you finally reach the top of the tower. Except you literally can't see the kingdom. You are so high up that you can't see Algerath. You can't see the kingdom. All you can see are clouds. You are... when you look up, you see space. Like, it's just straight space as far as the eye can see. You can see planets somewhere off in the distance. You see stars as far as you want to see. And you are standing on a circular platform with a sort of clear dome going over you. Do I need to hold my breath? No. You are able to breathe fine for some reason.
Um, can I move the ship like so I can see inside the tower through a window, and
Yes, you
then
can.
I will prepare my spiritual weapon. And what do I choose? A flaming strike until I see Tilef walk or run past the window. Flaming strike is just flame, so it shouldn't be an explosion and
Okay.
destroy the. And I can't write today, so
You cast Flaming Strike. But after a while of casting it, there comes to a point where you know that Tilif should have walked by it by now, and then it just stops. Your spell just stops. And you see
okay.
Tilif walk by the window. Fang Pru, to
No,
answer your question,
wait, Dungeon Master.
yeah.
I would have waited till I see him past the window. I wouldn't have
Ah.
like
Okay, I
like
think I
I see
understand
him
what you're
past,
talking about.
and then I cast it. And uh, 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 since it's a 10-foot radius cylinder and a 40-foot high cylinder, I just want that area of the tower be covered in flames the moment I see him.
Okay. You see him go up to the window. He turns and looks directly at you. As you cast it, it goes towards him, but then a yellow see-through barrier forms in front of the window, and the spell hits that. The whole surrounding area of the castle is lit with fire, but the inside is completely clear.
Bonus action spiritual weapon.
You cannot hit him because the barrier is blocking the spiritual weapon from getting in.
Crap. Good.
Now, Fang Pru, to answer your question, there is someone in here. There is a massive, what you can clearly see is a man. Long orange beard, 10 times bigger than you. Like, I'm talking, he rivals the devil minotaurs outside. He is abnormally tall. He holds a massive axe, which he kind of has standing up, uh, and he is looking at you with his angry, dead eyes. Um, he says, "You are an intruder."
I'm here to try and save the world.
And he begins laughing and cackling to himself. "You, a mere mortal, saving the world. That's a good one. Back in my day, saving the world was more to demigods and that sort of thing. What makes you think that you have the power in order to stop whatever is causing the world grief?" Fair point. However, that does not stop the fact that you are not only an intruder, but you have intruded upon the most sacred ground of this land.
Well, someone has to do it now. Says Winkler.
Yes. I think Fang Pru is typing his novel into the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay.
I
I will
will
get.
punch for my action, but let me stop this first. I will come back and take your punishment.
I will get punished. I think he wanted.
Yeah. This land does not need such charity from the likes of mortals. This land has gone on protecting itself for many millennia, even after the events of what happened many years ago. I suggest you leave or I will be forced to attack. Yes, and I will act upon it. However, problems must come one after another, and so far I'm dealing with the problem of someone directly in front of me who should not be.
One question before I leave.
I do not have to answer such drivel from an intruder.
Where is the artifact?
Safe from the likes of anyone who would dare to take it. And at that moment, coming up from the stairs that Fang Pru just did, Tealif emerges. And the and the being in front of Fang Pru says, "Yet another intruder. Will you not listen to me as this one was going to? Or will you turn around and leave with him?" T-Lif immediately says, "Oh, I'm not leaving." And spins his staff, then smashes it on the ground. And the...
Question.
Yes.
Sorry. How big is the area on top? Because I would imagine that Mino would have circled the tower up as well, so he would also join.
You cannot
Keyleth
see it.
and Fang Pru.
You
So
cannot...
they're inside.
It is very high.
or-
It is very high. Very
Yeah,
high
it would
up.
have flown up with the ship, or did Keyleth
Okay.
teleport up?
Basically, your ship can only go so high, so eventually it will stop and you'll need to walk the rest of the way.
How far away are they?
Not that far away. If you go to your max height, you can probably like walk, and after about 5 minutes you'll reach the top. The big massive dude ends up saying, "Good. A fight. I haven't gotten into one in about a couple of millennia." T-Lif then says, "Then you're in for the fight of your life." And at that moment, we will end this session for today.
No.
I need a cliffhanger.
Oh man. Is he within 120 feet?
No. I look like I took like 985 feet in that halfway up. Yes, I'm fully aware. I'm not going to tell you what T-Lif did, but he did get there quicker than you, yes.
The multiple possibilities. I either teleport, hasted himself, which made him exhausted at the end.
So, how did you guys enjoy this session of Tales of Algerath?
Fuck you, Taylor.
You're not meant... The thing is, I'm not meant to have you guys fight T-Lif yet. So, at the moment, T-Lif is just a bunch of spells that were meant to get away from people who cast spells against them. Just dispel magic, a wall of flippin'... I'm not going to tell you what he casted, but a yellow wall that nothing can get through. Flippin'... If
Wall
you
of
were...
Forest only is physical damage.
I was
Oh,
going
yeah.
to like, if you were to move your ship, like to go off to T-Lif, I was going to have it be like, he raises his hand, and the Devil Minotaur slaps the ship. So
Yeah, I
he-
wanted to smack him off and make him use his spells as well.
That is pretty darn smart. So
But I shouldn't have used my big spells.
first question is, what did you guys enjoy about this session? Like, what was your favorite part?
Like smacking Tilov off the Minotaur's hand.
The highlight of your day, just whoopsh.
Smack.
Fang Pru, what was your favorite part?
And also, Fang, we might need a bit of a conversation after all that floating island thing about what you put in my pocket.
Yeah, that happened last session, and Fang Pru told me exactly, like, he told me his first sneak was to first of all get the book, so I was like, why does he need this? Then he did a second sneak to put it in the bag, and I was just like, well, this is gonna be fun. Please don't open the book so I have to describe what's inside. um. So now it's time for the question of, is there anything I should have done better?
I
Like, was
don't
there any
think
of
so.
part of this part of the story where there was some obvious thing that I could have done to make it better or simpler for everybody to understand, and I didn't?
No, but wanted to put it with the monk, but I don't know when. So you actually wanted to put the adult book into Lempton's
Oh no.
bag. Oh no.
So that's good. That means they did everything great, and I didn't stuff up. That's all I want. I'm happy that you guys are enjoying Algerath, and now you are in the Kingdom of the Sky. I cannot wait to dump more of the lore of this kingdom on you guys, and what I have cooking up. It might shock you, and it might not. I don't know. But it'll be fun.
I shouldn't have used so many big spells.
And with that, that's where this video will end. So, thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you liked it, please hit the like button and subscribe for more amazing content that is just like this one right here. Our adventurers are now in the middle of a massive war. On one side is the angels who want no help from them. On the other side, Telif and his shadow beings from the underworld trying to obviously get the artifact. Who will win? Who will get the artifact? And who will leave crying? Find out next episode. So, thank you all so much for watching, as I said before. Say goodbye, my adventurers.
Bye.
And Fang Prue will say bye. Adios. And with that, this game is over. Bye-bye.
Bye.